Were Leonida. Welcome to my today's presentation where I'm going to take you about library management. I'm Were Leonida. Welcome to my today's presentation where I'm going to take you about library management, where I define library management as the adaptation of principles and techniques of management to the library situation, or rather the library setup, which includes decision making and getting the work done by others. We have 5 management functions, which includes planning, organizing, staffing, leading, and controlling. Next, I'm going to take you through functions of library management, or rather we can say elements of library management. And the first one, you have planning, which includes formulation of goals, objectives, decisions for future, strategies, policies, and effective planning. Second, we have organization, that includes departmentation, line and staff functions, decentralization, committees and group decisions, and effective organizing. The third, we have staffing, which is also known as commanding, which includes selection, job description, appointing personnel, appraisal, developing library managers, and organizational development. The fourth, we have leading, which is also known as coordinating, which deals with the human factor, motivation, leadership, and communication. Controlling includes system and process of controlling, control techniques, control of overall performance, and effective management. Then lastly, on to our next slide, we have general principles of management in libraries. The first one, you have division of work. This principle implies that work will be divided according to specialization. Small libraries usually there is no division of work, as it is done by one man because they are managed by one person. But in large libraries, division of work can be done by type of service or type of material. Generally, the work in libraries is broadly divided into 3 types, where we have technical, user, and administrative work. The next one, we have authority and responsibility, which must go hand in hand. In the library, ultimate responsibility is with the librarian. The librarian is the one in charge of delegating authority to the subordinates according to their ability, specialization, and the demands of the job or work. The next, to have discipline. Discipline is the principle that tells about the do's and don'ts in the organization. This is the principle for creating organization culture. The principle helps in dissolving the disputes with justice and enforcing penalties without prejudice. It is the duty of the librarian to maintain discipline among the staff in the library. Next, we have unity of command. Unity of command is one boss. Is the motto of this principle. Order from the senior does not create confusion among the staff. For example, if a librarian wants to communicate to a library assistant, he or she in normal condition has to communicate through the assistant librarian in charge of that section. Then we have unity of direction. The message of this principle is one plan, one direction. Coordination can be achieved through proper direction. All employees should be directed in achieving one goal. Unity of direction also eliminates duplication of work. The next one, you have subordination of individual interest to general interest. This principle says give priority to organizational interest against individual interest. Growth and development of the library and user satisfaction should be the main concern of everyone in the library. On to our next slide, we have remuneration of personnel. This is a well-known factor that employees are motivated by monetary benefit they receive, and libraries should also take this into consideration and pay staff according to their work, qualification, experience, and responsibilities. In reality, often library personnel paid according to this type of library in which they work, because the salary structures vary according to the type of the library. Since they vary according to the type of the library, since we have special libraries, school libraries, public libraries, and all these libraries require people in specific specialized areas. The next one, we have centralization. Libraries generally follow the principle as there is centralization of authority. But as far as large libraries are concerned, decentralization is also appropriate for their smooth functioning. For example, the works like document selection should be decentralized by ordering, but ordering must be centralized to avoid unnecessary duplication in acquisition. On to our last principle, we have spirit de corps. This principle highlights the importance of teamwork. In a library, a library is a social organization, and library work is a group activity. All the processes in the library depend upon each other, from acquiring documents to maintaining. Since we have acquisition, processing, organizing, we have dissemination, which entails distributing information to the users. Then we have maintaining. Our next subtopic is about role of a library manager. A library manager needs to have expertise and focus on the following areas of management, which you have change management, entrepreneurship, strategic planning, user-centered management, management of technology, and project management. In summary, we can say library performs a central function in educational process and in development of the country. The library is essentially a service unit, and its foundation lays on service ability towards users. Library work is an end product of three basic functions, which includes acquisition, organization, and service. The operations of libraries have become increasingly complex day by day because of the automation of libraries. The management techniques are used in libraries with necessary modifications, as libraries are non-profit and service-oriented organizations. Librarians are library managers. They should have the knowledge of management concepts, theories, and principles, and their application in the library situations. All social, technical, and personnel skills are also required by library managers. The challenge in the present time is to nurture libraries for prosperity, for posterity. So that's the end of my presentation on library system and management.